Welcome to Cold Hard Trash CRT episode 79. I'm your host, Trashcan Jones.
And I'm Brig, your fellow host.
Fellow host with one pair of pliers richer for the moment. You met Pliers McGee as your neighbor, and now you're able to get your mic stand to working.
Yeah, he did come down with like 4 or 5 sets of pliers.
Nice.
Because I didn't explain what my issue was, so he's just like, well, it could be anything.
Hey, needle nose, snub nose, what you need.
Yeah.
I don't know how many types of pliers there are, honestly. Those are the only 2 I got.
Yeah, I mean, there's like different ones. There's some like more wrenchy looking ones, which a wrench can handle the job of a plier sometimes, depending on what you got.
Some people might assume a pair of wire cutters is a pliers, because they kind of look the same, but wire cutters got the little bit of a thinner thing.
Yeah, the pliers that I use were, they have like a needle nose thing with a wire cutting part at the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say most like needle nose pliers have that thing at the bottom because you need needle nose to like get into the little electrical pieces to pull wires out sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck this fucking microphone. I don't even think it's a stand. It's like it's a thing that connects to the stand that holds the microphone. Gripper? I don't know. Pisses me off. You can't
Why isn't
tighten
it standard?
You can't tighten it enough to actually hold its position without a pair of pliers.
Poor design.
Yeah. Either that or I fucked it up at some point long in the past that caused it to be like this, but I don't remember doing that, so it didn't happen.
Nice. Still having a great time with Saints Row on the 100%. Still, I get 99 plus notifications on TikTok. People are still commenting. They love Saints Row 1. I don't get it. Saints Row 1's like the lesser known of the series, too, and it's still like people are blowing up about it.
You found your niche. I watched a video on YouTube just before this of like explaining all the stats in Kirby Air Riders.
Oh, nice.
And at the beginning of the video, this guy references a different video that I saw of someone else explaining the stats in the original Kirby Air Ride. And was like, a lot of this is sort of based off of that. And I was like, cool, I saw the original one. And I don't know, the video has like 20K views, which is pretty big for that channel, it seems. So,
cool.
Yeah, you just happened to find your thing. Like, you got a question that literally nobody else thought to answer before, or in your case, a fun reference that is not off talking about.
Yeah, no, I gotta maybe go back and actually play Saints Row 1 or something on stream.
Yeah, you do.
I got it on Xbox 360. I got the capture card. I could. It's a little clunky, especially compared to Saints Row 2, but it'd be fun.
Yeah, where it all began.
There's some wackiness to it.
I mean, you got enough people watching 2, right? Like, that they'd all be happy to see 1.
Probably. It's got the same amount of like physics wackiness. There's like more you can do with the body physics too, like the maximum and minimums of bodies. People can get way scrawnier and way more muscular for whatever reason in the first game, so you could do some real monsters in the creation.
Ooh.
Make some wacky looking people.
Excellent. You've seen Monster Factory, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. Bort Sampson's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I remember. It's the Oblivion ones, because you just take off all the limiters on the sliders for Oblivion. You can go fucking crazy with that shit.
That's nuts.
You can have your head shaped like a crescent moon.
I forget what game it was. It was like an MMO, like Dark Crystal or something like that, where like they had asymmetric face shaping you could do, and they were freaking out about it.
What did you say it was called?
It was something like Dark Crystal or like Dark something.
Black Desert Online?
Maybe? It might have been Black Desert. I don't remember if it had like the asymmetric character creation, but I think that was the one where Bort Sampson was created, where they made like one of his eyes like stroked, drooping all the way down.
The thing is, they already have a character like that in The Simpsons. He's named Hugo.
He's just like Bart's vestigial twin or something.
Yeah, they were connected at birth, and then the doctor was like, okay, one of these twins is evil, so they end up locking him in the attic and feeding him a bucket of fish heads once a week. And maybe this was like a Treehouse of Terror episode or something like that.
I was gonna say, sounds like it.
Then everyone leaves, and then the guy, I guess, sneaks out of the attic to fuck with Bart, gets him tied up on a table, gonna kill him, and then the doctor comes. It's a really funny scene. This is one of my favorite Simpsons jokes, where he's like, "Oh, Hugo, you've been trapped up here for so long, but you've never even seen what you look like here." And he holds up what seems to be a mirror, but it's just an empty picture frame. And the doctor just punches him through the frame in the face, knocks him out. But the big,
awesome.
he has sort of like a droopy eye type thing, attic dwelling monster type deal. But at the end, it's like, the scar's on the wrong side. That would mean that the
Bart
evil twin
is the evil one.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember that now. After you said that picture frame joke, I vaguely remember at least seeing that clip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's great.
I don't know if this is the one that Monster Factory did, but Black Desert Online was the game that had gotten a lot of attention for allowing asymmetrical face design.
Probably was then.
Like right when it came out, it was like, okay, so people making Kanye and stuff like that, and you can get really, really accurate if you acknowledge the fact that a lot of people's faces are at least somewhat asymmetrical. You can.
Oh yeah.
You can really make these characters in game look like exactly like these people.
We've talked about the WWE Creation Suite. That's been a thing they've had since, I don't know, like 5-6 years now, being able to accent the eyes and like the different parts of the mouth, like left and right, individually. So like Sylvester Stallone, very easy character create. You can make him 1-to-1.
Yeah, you need the asymmetrical for that.
Yeah, it's like guaranteed. Need.
But Black Desert Online came out 11 years ago.
Damn.
So they were a bit ahead of it.
Apparently, Sylvester Stallone, I always thought he had Bell's palsy. Turns out it's just like a nerve issue he has.
Well,
it's like one of the nerves in his face.
Bell's palsy is a nerve issue.
Yeah, but it's one different from Bell's palsy. It's not. It's literally like a specific. He has a paralyzed nerve.
Well, another thing is that
from Bell's palsy.
Bell's palsy in a lot of cases ends up being temporary.
Yeah, my brother had it once. He thought like I put antifreeze in his toothpaste or something. He's like, "Why is my face all numb?" I don't understand. It happened to him in the middle of a concert.
Oh my god. Yeah, I did a little project on it before. It was I basically just learned that it's a thing. It happens, and it is temporary for the most part.
Yeah. I was just looking it up. Apparently, he had a nerve severed at birth. He has just permanent paralysis on part of his face. He never really had Bell's palsy. People just kind of assumed. And that's, even though it reached me, I assumed, I guess, as well.
It's basically, it's really similar. It's another nerve issue in the face, but it's just not like caused by the same thing. It's a severed nerve instead of a pinched nerve or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
really just a pinched nerve caused Bell's palsy? I thought it was like an infection.
It's something that restricts the nerve from being able to reach, like the signal from being able to reach the brain, or the face from the brain. Which an infection can do that.
I'm gonna say
often caused by inflammation of the facial nerve, which can be triggered by viral infections like herpes simplex. But yeah, like it's just often caused by inflammation, right? It didn't say that is part of the deal. The deal is that the nerve is like not able to function entirely properly in a capacity that's not like it's permanently severed.
Do you think Stallone's done acting? Think he's got another movie in him, whether it's another like grudge match, another Rocky, another fucking Rambo was the other one?
I mean, when's the last time he acted?
Not too long ago, I want to say. He did, like... I was just Googling Sylvester Stallone Bell's palsy, so let me just eliminate the Bell's palsy part. I want to say at least a few years ago. Like, he was doing stuff. 79 years of age. I mean, he was in the Creed movies, not, like, as an active fighter, but just, like, as the guy. Being himself. 2019, 2023, Expendables 4. I didn't know that came out.
And neither did I, but I was thinking that the Expendables series was the last time he acted.
Cliffhanger 2 in 2026. He's not done yet. And this shot of him hanging off a cliff Looks like he's doing stuff in that movie. He's not just going to be old man Stallone. He's 79, hanging off a cliff.
And this isn't out yet?
Nah, it's coming out 2026, it's saying. Cliffhanger 2.
All right, my bet is now that Sylvester Stallone has at least one more movie in him.
At least one more. It's an upcoming American action. It's a reboot of the 93 film. Interesting. I've never seen Cliffhanger 1, but yeah, Sylvester Stallone's hanging from a cliff.
Oh, I wonder how they're going to wrap that up in a neat little bow that leaves no questions.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan was in the original Cliffhanger movie, and he's coming back for this one. Oh, I'm a Pierce Brosnan nut, so I might be going to see this. I might watch Cliffhanger. That might be a watch tonight. Shit, never seen it.
We should watch Cliffhanger 2, with you having seen Cliffhanger 1 and me not. And I just, my whole thing is I want them to acknowledge the fact that they're stuck on a cliff again. It's like, not again.
Not really? Another cliff.
Tune in next time to find out how we deal with this.
Pierce falls off. He's not going to be a Cliffhanger 3.
They should just, at the end of the movie, should not end like with them getting off of the cliff. They should still be there.
That's the biggest cliffhanger. Right? Yeah, that would be.
How are they going to get out of this mess?
Looks like there's snow involved potentially, and I don't know how old Sylvester.
How long has he been on this cliff?
I don't know, because there's shots of Sylvester Stallone seemingly aged down, and so I don't know. I don't know what this whole story is going to be. I like that that's kind of like a unnecessary though. Like when you get Robert De Niro or Sylvester Stallone or any of these old guys, like you got to have a section of the movie where they're aged down. Seeming like that's in their contract. Like, nah, you got to make me look good. I can't be looking like this old piece of shit the whole movie. You got to bring me back to my glory days.
But on that joke that you made a little bit earlier, Rush Hour 4 is supposedly in the works at Paramount.
Oh, wasn't that a thing that, like, someone said that Donald Trump really wants Rush Hour 4 made or something like that?
The full article title says, in the works at Paramount at Trump's request.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the craziest shit. Like, I'd really like Rush Hour 4. Call Jackie Chan up. See what he's doing. I mean, I like that Jackie Chan fella.
He was having a good time there, right? Of course he'd come back for another one.
I think he's like retired though, isn't he? Like officially, like an administrator of the Chinese government. He's like a Chinese liaison or something now.
This is the biggest liaison shit he could possibly do. Yeah, give America another Rush Hour film.
I thought there was a whole thing of like him and his daughter like reminiscing about his whole career as if he was retiring. But I don't know. Maybe I just misinterpreted that thing. Because there was a whole thing of like he moved back to China and he's like hasn't really done anything in the public in a while. Oh, he's not retired, and he will likely never retire from doing his own stunts, he says. He's still active and has a role in the new Karate Kid Legends film. I didn't know that. I knew they were making a new Karate Kid film. I didn't know he was in it. Sweet.
Yeah.
Just recently, he said he will like revealed in an interview he'll never retire. So he probably came back from whatever he was doing over there. Was like, I'm back, never stopping.
Yeah, he was just taking a break, not retiring.
Yeah,
this is kind of his it's just one more job. We need your skills.
It's his Rambo moment. We need one more rush hour from you. One more hour, Jackie. Can you do it? We're in a rush.
At this point, they're also going to need to go for a Rush Hour 5 to make it an entire work week of commuting.
Well, I see at that point, if you do the whole 5, then you got to do 6 for the double trilogy, right?
No, because then that would be a Saturday or Sunday. There's not supposed to be Rush Hour on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I mean...
Maybe Saturday.
Maybe Saturday if you get like a Lubman type boss, like, I need you to come in, and everybody's going to the beach Saturday, but you have to take the similar route just to get to your work, and you're peeling off early and being like, oh, all you beach goers.
We're gonna make Rush Hour 6 the most boring shit ever.
Like, did you ever watch? I told you about the Weekend at Bernie's, right? Did we watch that together, or did I just watch that alone and hate myself? I can't remember.
No, I did not see Weekend at Bernie's, but I know the deal. Is that the guy dies and they gotta make it look like he's alive.
It starts off with the most confusing, like, beginning sequence of, like, these two guys coming into work on a Saturday, and they're just at work bored, and he's like, I'm going to the beach, one of the guy goes, and, like, grabs all his files and runs to the roof of the office building, and then they sit up there, like, going over their files, but, like, every time they take a step, it's, like, goopy blackness underneath their feet that they sink into. I'm like, why was this ever a thing? Why did this guy want to do this? This seems like a terrible idea.
Does the roof tar is melted?
Yeah, it's like it was like freshly paved roof tar or something. I don't even know if it was like 80s roofs were like that. But it just reminded me of going to the beach, like being angry at work, like the weekend at Bernie's. Was that a thing like in the 80s? Like, ha, I'm going to be the quirky guy. Let's go to the beach. And he's just going to the roof of his office building that's obviously not supposed to be inhabited at all.
I guess. I mean, if everyone does that, though, then it's not really quirky.
Yeah,
seems like this guy was quirky.
I didn't really get the joke of it. It was just kind of a weird setup. They were like bored in an office, and then they were bored on the roof, and like they were kind of stepping on goop in the roof, and it was like, why were you? I don't know. Maybe it just missed me because I'm not in that generation. I don't understand the goop roof.
I think so. The goop roof is just them ignoring the fact that the situation is less than ideal, right? Like my read on this is that it's sort of like a common man's luxury type deal. You know, oh, I'm going to the beach, and you're just doing like the best possible thing you can at the time.
Right, you're going to the roof at your job. It's not the beach, but it's close enough.
Yeah, but like the fact that it's sticky, like it's pretty bad. Sounds like poor planning, but you know. Yeah, you deal with it.
And they're in like office suits, and they're just like their whole shoes are getting stuck up, and they're not even like upset about it. They're just like, oh darn. I'm like, is this just a thing they were expecting? Like this sounds like it's ruined their whole day. Like what the fuck's going on? They're underreacting to this. I don't know if this is supposed to be the comedy or like, because one of the guys is supposed to be like basically the Chandler Bing of just be like super stickler, like, oh, we can't go to the roof, and then he's just on there with them, also stepping through the goop, not giving a shit. So you're like, what? What is this? I don't understand Weekend at Bernie's. And the whole movie, everybody just believes that Bernie's alive the whole time. They never even have to like try. It's none of the movie is based on that comedy. There's one good like comedic scene that I remember, and it's just him getting bonked along in the buoys.
Well,
definitely a movie of its time. Weekend at Bernie's does not hold up. It is the golden eye of movies.
We need a second Weekend at Bernie's.
They did make that.
I'm kill another guy.
At Bernie's too.
Oh. Were they just keeping the same shtick up, or?
I mean, it seems like he's the same guy on the cover, so yeah, as Bernie Lomax, yeah. Let me see what the plot of this is, because I'm sure as shit not watching this movie. I remember now. I watched the first movie in like a COVID-induced haze, where I was like asleep on the couch, going in and out. Let's see. Yeah, no. They just do the same thing. They try to steal Bernie's money, and then they just use his body again. And yeah, that's more probably fucking comedy with that. It's mostly them trying to get out of like tie up loose ends of the first movie, from what I read of the plot. Because literally 6 paragraphs in is when they first mentioned that they're using Bernie's body. So no dead body comedy through all of that movie, it seems. It's just crazy. What are you doing with this movie? I don't care about these two guys that are possibly getting away into the sunset. Thelma and Louise style. Show me the funny dead body comedy.
Yeah, you gotta put the sunglasses on him, which I'm assuming they did.
Oh yeah, that's basically how they make believe he's alive. Because that's the whole thing. Like, they try to do like in the first movie, they have like, oh yeah, I set him up on these ropes and pulleys so people will believe he's alive, and then that immediately goes to shit, but people believe he's alive anyway. And then it's just like, so what? All of the comedy setup is just to not even like the comedy just hits in a different way, and it's less funny. It's like you could have just. There were so many good jokes to be had, and they missed all of them. Weekend at Bernie's gets a solid 3 out of 10 for me. Weekend at Bernie's 2, yet to be seen, but seeming like another 3 out of 10. Another stinker.
You can't rate something based off of just reading the fact that it exists.
Telling me I can't judge a book by its cover? What's the point of the book's cover?
You can judge a book by its cover. You can't rate it.
Just says you. First of all, I don't read books, so I will do both of those things. I'll tell you that a book is terrible just based on the cover. And second of all, with movies, I feel like that's kind of, again, well, actually, no. Movies, that's the trailer is the most part, right? Whereas now, I guess nowadays the trailer really gives away like a lot of the movie. It was supposed to be like the trailer is what hooks you. It's what makes you want to come see the movie. It's not just the poster. You got to actually, because it's a movie. Things are moving in there. If you don't actually see the moving parts of it, I feel like you don't really get the full experience. So maybe I'll look up a trailer of Weekend at Bernie's 2, and then I'll make my decision.
Okay, I'm just saying you can't rate something that doesn't that you haven't.
I'll rate it after that. Yeah.
You haven't
I'll rate how good the movie
at
is.
all. Not off the trailer. You can
Yes,
say,
I can.
I bet that movie sucks. I'm not going to see it because I believe that it's not going to appeal to me. But to give a rating of like 3 out of 10, you don't know what's in there. It could be a 2 out of 10.
I know.
Maybe you're being too generous.
You know what? And I'm willing to. I'm willing. If that's the crime I'm committing of being too generous, so be it. I'm a too generous man. Oh wait, okay. I am very much willing to just give a movie a rating based off the trailer.
You're
very
like,
because if that movie hits above a 5, then I'll go and see it, and maybe the rating change because the rating's not a static or not a static, right? Static thing that just sits still. It could change.
You are like an old woman on Google reviews giving a 1-star review to a restaurant with the description, "Never tried it." Like,
no.
I'm not even particularly caring to defend Weekend at Bernie's 2. It's just, it's insane.
It's more like I would try the leftovers from somebody else that had at that restaurant, and then I'd give the review based on that.
Again, that is not enough of an understanding of the thing to give it a review.
No, but
you need to give something an earnest shot.
I feel like that is the step up though for the earnest shot. If the leftovers of a place are good enough where it's at least a 5 out of 10, where I'm like, okay, I kind of want to try that fresh. I might, if I'm doing like a whole Yelp review for putting it like that, and I'll put it in like only had the leftovers and it was pretty mid. But I'll see.
Then they're still gonna petition to get that shit removed because you didn't try their actual
I ate the
services.
food that was there.
If it's leftovers, imagine that you got some like crispy shrimp.
Then I'll just
tempura.
tell them I ate the food. I won't even say fucking leftovers. I'll just tell them I ate the food.
And
they
then
don't need
you're
to know it was leftovers.
lying. You're lying about
by
your
omission,
experience.
which is the only lie that is acceptable.
But you're inserting yourself. That's just insane.
Listen, you are 100%
like, I bet.
justified.
All you got to do is, I bet that's a 3 out of 10.
See, but that's hedging your bets. That's called hedging your bets and called being wishy-washy, sitting on a fence. I ain't going to do that. I like to put a definitive 2 feet in one camp or the other. I watch a trailer of a movie and I decide, is it worth watching, is it not worth watching, and base the rating off of that.
Everything up until you said base the rating off of that was acceptable.
If I watch the movie because the rating was good enough based off the trailer, then the rating might change. All right, it's not just set there. If I see a 5 out of 10 movie and then I see it and it's way better, I'm not gonna be like, well, I rated it a 5 out of 10, so the trailer should have been better.
I'm gonna get your Yelp account banned. I'm gonna get your
I don't have any
Letterboxd account banned.
What the fuck is Letterboxd?
It's like a review thing for movies and I think TV shows.
I don't know what that is, so go ahead, search me up on there.
I'm gonna ban you from Superbox.
Good luck. That's already like an illegal thing. And I'm pretty sure everybody on there is been banned from everything else, which is why they're on there.
I'm gonna find your email. I'm gonna put it into the Superbox.
Don't do that. That'll be bad. Then the League of Criminals will get all my access information. And I want that. The League of Criminals that sold me my Superbox will then I'll be subject to them.
Yeah, I'm certain that the fact that happens has to do with how they're able to provide the service in the first place. For context, it's like a streaming box that has like everything on it, but like when you watch like Hell's Kitchen and shit like that, you get the ads at the bottom. It's like TLC. Here's the show that's happening at 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's like a rip from somebody's like actual cable service. Is what it seems like. Like they ripped it from when it was on TV. They're recording. because it's got the TV ads of whatever it was at the time of the rip.
No, you
New
put
episodes of
in
Family Guy.
Yeah, you put in your information. They log in on like your Xfinity account or Comcast or whatever. Then they go to the shows and then they screen record them as they go on the live stream for like a TV show you have access to, and then also maybe steal your banking information if they could find it. But that's my thought is like, how are they getting these things in the first place? Especially newer things. They're stealing your credentials and ripping it using your account, unless they pay for their own accounts. But if I had a big illegal streaming service, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that'd be an acceptable price of operating cost, you know.
They're not stealing anything from me. I don't got anything on that box. We don't even put on our YouTube accounts or anything.
Before I sick them on you.
Don't do it.
For giving Weekend at Bernie's 2 a 3-star out of 10 review after you didn't watch it. You just know that it exists.
Don't need to. Don't you put that evil on me. That is not a joke. I don't need to get doxxed by whoever owns the super box. By like Nega Bill Gates or whoever that is.
Bill hates.
Bill hates. That's great. Bill Gates is like absolute opposite.
Mustache twirling.
He donates money so that more AIDS gets spread in Africa. He just drops AIDS bombs in Africa.
Yeah. You know how there's like the malaria thing, right? Where it's like to combat malaria and other, like basically any type of bug pest, is they will basically genetically engineer a bunch of sterile males of that population, so of mosquitoes, of screwworms, stuff like that, and then they'll go and they'll airdrop these infertile bugs into the population.
And they can't reproduce.
They'll mate with the ladies. They'll lay eggs that like I don't know if they lay eggs that are infertile or they just don't lay the eggs then, but yeah, then they can't reproduce. This guy makes alpha Giga Chad mosquitoes.
Just banging nonstop.
Yeah. To grow the population of mosquitoes and screwworms. To fuck with us.
God damn it, Bill hates.
Yeah.
He's of the macro hard corporation. Like, oh, speaking of like fake corporations and stuff, somebody already made a Rick Air Riders graphic. I don't know if you saw the clip I made. That wasn't made by me. Somebody already made within one day Rick Air Riders.
Of course they would. You take one look at him, it's great. Like, this guy needs all the fans in the world.
It's so good. Fucking Rick. And you can get different colors of them too, I saw. You can get like a black and white pattern. You can get a brown and white pattern.
Yeah, I don't know how to get the different colors yet. I spent all my money on hats, and now I need to spend money on decking out my license.
So you can stunt on people online.
Yeah. The one true Rick.
Hell yeah. The one true Rick.
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of online competitive for that, and I was doing pretty well. I would end up in like second. I don't think I took first in any of the challenges, but I ended up in second for a lot of them.
Oh. Nice.
Which is good out of like 5 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't they online modes? You said they were like up to 16, right?
Yeah, so the 16 people in the city, at the end of it, you get 4 different challenges you can choose from, and you just play the one that you want to do. And I mentioned this before to you, but if you choose one that nobody else chooses, you just win automatically.
Oh, nice.
There's no contest. You know?
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Just because, yeah, you're the only one in the challenge, so fuck it.
Yeah, so there's that. But then, you know, if you do pick the same one as other people, they probably have cars that are good for that specific thing too. So, you know, there's a good enough chance that you might get edged out by someone who just has that, you know, a little bit better than you at that particular thing.
Yeah, they said there was going to be amiibo support for Kirby Air Riders. I wonder if they're going to have any like merch drops or anything for it.
I mean, there
If they're
are
going to have cart
amiibos.
charms and whatnot. I mean, are there amiibos for
Yeah,
Kirby, or are there going to be amiibos for everybody? Like, am I going to be able to get a Rick amiibo?
okay, that's a good idea. A Rick amiibo.
That's what I'm saying. That's what kind of merchandise we getting here? I'd like even a Rick plushie. Give me a Rick or a cart plushie.
Mm-hmm.
And get some shit going.
The
sure
Kirby
those,
one, I've seen it. It's like a warp star, and then there's like a spot that you could put the Kirby onto or take him off, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. So that'd be cool if they worked in. I don't know how far they're going on amiibos, because when they said amiibo for Kirby Air Riders, I was kind of like, oh, they're still doing that. I don't know if they're still like improving or looking to keep going with amiibo technology, but if they did a thing, because they have your whole cart customization thing, like you can have an amiibo for your cart as well as an amiibo for your guy, and then you could snap, put them on there.
You're
That'd
just
be kinda
inventing
cool.
Skylanders again.
It's basically just amiibos, but you stack them up. But that's amiibos was Skylanders.
It
Skylanders,
was.
I guess. Which came first, Skylanders or amiibo?
I think it was Skylanders because it came with like a separate little thing you'd set them on. I never played
Yeah,
it
the little
myself,
plank.
but I've been
October
around a kid
2016.
playing it.
Skylanders was October 2016. Amiibo release date was November 2014. Okay, so no, amiibo came first. But Skylanders was like a whole game dedicated to it, where I think amiibo when it first came in was just like loading your Smash profiles, right? That was the whole thing.
That's a whole game dedicated to it.
Yeah, but it was like it wasn't
You
like
didn't
the Smash
need
game.
it.
Right, you didn't need to get Ganondorf to play as Ganondorf. It was like you could train your specific. I think it was only for like Ghost, right? Like your training of Ganondorf would stay on that. So if you wanted to upload your Ganondorf or something to play against,
Yeah,
I forget what exactly
so
amiibos did at the start.
they had like a learning system, but basically your amiibo would store like they have different tiers of like skill for the AI, right? And
Right.
it was supposed to learn to fight against you. So you could,
And the better you did against it, the better it got.
yeah, but it would learn to like particularly counter you in how you decide to play, not just how good you are, but your play style. And it was linked to that amiibo, and I don't think the amiibo would store any information, but you bring it to a friend's place and they have an internet connection, you tap it in, and then it would be the same guy, same level, same tendencies.
Well, it'd store that information at least, the information of what the AI was learning with you.
I'm saying that I think that's stored on the internet or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's stored on a cloud somewhere. That's kind of the whole thing. It's not stored in the amiibo or saved to it, but it's like the amiibo is the key, basically.
Exactly. But I mean, they've
So it's a
had
little bit different from what
integration with a lot of
Skylanders
different
was.
games. In the original Mario Maker, there was like this question mark mushroom, and there was a whole ton of different costumes that basically the way they worked was had all the powers of a mushroom, but you continued to be like only one block tall instead of two, like you normally do with the mushroom, and you're in a costume of like Hatsune Miku or some shit.
Yeah, I remember those. Carl Sagan 42 would often do a lot of troll levels that had those things.
Yeah, they're not in Mario Maker 2, but they were in Mario Maker 1, and people would do that. And to get like a specific one instead of the question mark one, I think you actually needed the amiibo. Because the question mark would just give you whatever, but like to access a specific one, I think you needed the amiibo. I could be wrong though.
Interesting.
Huh. Smash obviously has it. Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom have amiibo support. So if you have like specific amiibos for like Zelda characters and stuff, the way that the amiibo support for that works is that like you have your tablet or whatever with all these different powers, and one of them is amiibo, and you use that, and it's on like a 10-minute cooldown maybe, or 30 seconds, I don't really know. You tap it, and then you would get like a bunch of items would pop out. And if it was for a specific Zelda character, you would get stuff specific to those characters. And then they were just like, any old amiibo, here's like 30 fish. Go nuts. Congrats, here's fish.
You used the amiibo. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Like it's just a whatever thing, you know. Send the game.
Yeah, if Kirby Air Riders
could
definitely be like more of a full integration than keeping your like custom looking cart, like even if it's just the look, like it doesn't actually change, how the game performs. That'd be cool. You're going over to a friend's house, like, oh, instead of taking a minute to customize, because you can go hard in those cart customizations. Instead of taking a minute to customize what you want your cart to look like, just doop, plug it in, and you got the cart that you spent 3 hours putting all your decals on right away.
Yes, but, and I found this out after we played last time, there's an in-game shop where people can upload their designs, and then you buy them with miles, which, you get just for playing the game.
Okay.
So you can get cool other people's designs, and you could put your own design on the shop, and then just have your friend buy it in the game.
Yeah, but they have to buy it then, as opposed to you just taking yours for like a temporary. Especially if you're going to, professional levels. I don't know if they're going to ever have tournaments of this, but if you just show up to the tournament, just boop, put my cart in. I want to play with my cart. I brought my amiibo.
Fair. They did have tournaments for like. People would put together their own Slippy tournaments for regular Air Riders or regular Air Ride, so I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe.
I don't know. It'd be a cool thing. It's something that like even if it's like kind of useless and you can't really see a point to, it's something that people would buy. You're going to give this amount of customization and like to everything. Like, yeah, let me buy my wing cart, and when I put it in the game, it like gets my super special wing cart. And then there's a whole lot of what I've seen online for amiibos is like sometimes custom painting them too. Perfect option for that too. Tap into that. Give people the amiibo cards and they can actually add like little sticker packs and stuff to them. Shit, even sell sticker packs for your amiibo cards. Want to make some more money, Nintendo? Here's a good idea.
Yeah,
people will buy amiibos and their stickers.
It doesn't make you better at the game. It's just letting you express yourself in the hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's just something that like you have on your desk and it's like, oh, I want to put my card in, like, boop, boop, put it on, like, make sure I have it in this city trial ride. And it's a fun thing. People would definitely spend at least like $15-$20 on it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool making the America Fuck Yeah.
Yeah, the big wing star, so good. Little Waddle Dees hanging off the back.
Yeah, because this was the only thing that I had. Someone needs to find out what the closest thing is to like a pair of brass or rubber balls.
Truck nuts.
Something that we can all, truck nuts, and we can all just agree that that's what that represents.
I mean, it's not too far off to have like an eggplant in Kirby, right? Eggplant emoji is usually the dick emoji, so that could be not too far, right?
True. That is pretty close. But it's not nuts.
What are those things called dangling off? Are they like the charms on the back of your thing? I want to see if I can see a list of them.
Anything that dangles like that is a charm. I'm willing to go as far as saying that truck nuts is a type of charm.
It's a charm.
It is a charm for your vehicle. It's a particularly masculine one, which you don't normally associate with having charms of things, but it is.
Yeah, fair. That's really funny. I never even thought about truck nuts being an actual fucking just a charm, like a cell phone charm, but for your truck.
Yeah, right? You're expressing yourself.
You're expressing that you have balls and you want your truck to have balls.
Yeah, you didn't get your truck fixed. When it breaks down on the side of the road, you can just point at those.
You didn't get your truck fixed. Cars Rule 34 is like a thing, right? It has to be. I've never even like fathomed to look it up, but it's got to be a thing, and that makes me sad.
So I knew someone in college who thought it was funny to sneak into my room and place 35 printed pictures of dragons fucking cars. Or was it?
Wait, what?
Was it airplane porn? I don't remember.
What?
And just hide them around my room.
Dragons fucking cars, like Cars the Disney thing, or just like actual like Honda Civics?
Just regular cars. But honestly, I knew about that before this happening. I think this was airplanes, sexy airplanes. And I ended up dating her. So
sexy
looking
airplanes.
for a way into my heart.
I don't even know what a sexy airplane would look like. The airplane, like, in lingerie?
I think you can just find the shit on Reddit. Like, you don't even need to go to, like, particularly, like, Rule 34 website or whatever. Like, you just go to Reddit and be like, r/sexy airplanes, r/dragons fucking cars.
Sexy airplanes, dragons fucking cars.
Those are two separate communities.
I mean, like, I see a lot of... I just Google sexy airplanes. It's a lot of pictures of sexy girls in front of airplanes. Because they had, like, painting sexy girls on the airplanes, and they wanted to, like, entice soldiers with the airplanes. Oh, I see the MS Paint one. Now, that's... All right. I see what you might have been getting at. Potentially. That one's just a naked woman. There's why... All right, I'm going to stop looking these up. Why... What exactly? So sexy airplanes themselves were the things that were sexy, right? I'm just gonna.
I mean, I took in sexy airplanes. Very first thing, an A-10, sitting on its knees with American flag, thigh-high socks.
That's not what I got.
Bandoliers,
I think it was sitting on its knees.
Bandoliers over the titties.
Sultry I do see that one. That was a little farther down. That was pretty good.
This is like this third thing that showed up for me on images. The first one for sexy airplane, just I think this is the MS Paint one that you were talking about, just the smirk and the eyelashes.
Yeah, the eyelashes are the real big one. Yeah, I got a lot of nude women though before that. Not a lot, but at least a couple nude women.
I just got the airplanes with boobs.
You have safe search on? Maybe that's why.
Originally, here when I'm Googling it now, it is a lot of women in planes, I will say. Women in front of planes. 4,000+ sexy women airplane royalty-free images.
Getty Images. They got the stuff.
Yeah, this is Shutterstock. You need 4,000 options.
Same thing. Oh, it's if we're speaking of Getty's Images and Shutterstock, did you see everything going on with the new One Punch Man manga season? Or I guess it's the whole anime season too. The manga and the anime are both sucking.
I heard the anime was sucking. They had they were just really relying heavily on like movement lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they had a lot of bad crop like PNGs basically, like not even PNGs where you can see outlines and backgrounds of stuff putting in episodes where it was just like, man, the animation quality is really, even though it's supposed to be like a joke that it's bad, like, this is kind of bad. Like, extra bad. Even it's a joke when, like, it's bad for Saitama, when they had, like, that one rip of, like, the okay, when he has, like, very low definition and whatnot. Like, that's funny, because he's just bald idiot.
Well, that's not even bad. Like, they do that shit in every anime, really.
Right, when they make them, like, super simple and everything. It's meant to be, yeah. It's meant to, like, convey a certain, like, kind of emotion, where you're meant to be, like, kind of dumbfounded or stupid looking.
Yeah. But that's different. That's way different from, like...
From what they've been doing.
Not cropping your PNGs and stuff like that.
Right. Apparently, it's been... I looked at a photo of just, like, the reviews of all the different seasons. Like, Season 1 and 2 have above 9 reviews, and then Season 3 is just, like, below 5s every single episode. It's crazy how hard it took a dip. I don't know. Rating? People are speculating too. Like, is it just like the animation team isn't getting enough funding, so they're kind of rebelling and being like, yeah, fuck it, whatever? Or is it like, that they really, I don't know, who the hell can know? They really they want the project to fail, or they feel like rebelling against it, like strike wise? Because like striking in Japan, I guess, isn't a thing, but like malicious compliance in this way maybe is more of the. I don't know. Who knows? I was reading a whole different like comment section of theories a little earlier today.
What's your rating of it?
I only watched the first episode after seeing all this, and I was like, especially I hadn't watched One Punch Man in a while, but seeing it, I was just kind of like, this seems like. Do you know the One Punch Man 1 version of the manga? I don't know exactly what it is, but there's like this other guy who's not I don't think related to One Punch Man, or maybe it's the same artist, but it's just like a really low effort looking version of One Punch Man that tells like these different side stories. I kind of thought it was just like that, but once I realized, like, watched the full episode, I was like, oh, it's just kind of bad. Like, it's like someone's first attempt at doing something, or like a first draft is what it felt like. Weird.
So, I mean, I asked you for your rating, and you,
the rating,
in a lot of words, basically were
4.
saying that you only saw the first episode, and therefore you weren't going to rate it. Now that I've pressed you, I got a rating. I feel that you just don't want to back down.
I'd say around 4 or 5, because it's still like a decent progression of the story, I guess.
You didn't say 4 or 5. You said, "Oh, I only saw the first episode." It seems very much like a rough draft.
I said from the first episode, it seems like the first draft. From the first draft.
But Weekend at Bernie's did not get such grace.
Well, Weekend at Bernie's was something that was touted as an amazing... Still touted as an amazing movie that was a blockbuster. One Punch Man, the 3rd season, touted as something that was shit. I went in with terrible expectations with One Punch Man, and knowing it was terrible. Weekend at Bernie's 2 was supposed to be good. It wasn't.
You didn't see it.
Listen, that's here nor there. And Weekend at Bernie's 2 is not a good movie, is the fact. All right.
I caught you lacking.
Nah, I mean, it's not that I wasn't willing to give One Punch Man the first season, the 3rd season a rating. It's just that I was kind of roundabout feeling of like, I don't know exactly what the hell they're doing with it, because I don't know if it's going to be like, this is going to be part of a larger story of like, yeah, we didn't get funding and now we're climbing back, like it's a return story of the creators. Because if it is, it'll be cool, and I guess that'll change my rating of it later. It'd be like, no, this was only the beginnings and we didn't see it. But if it's truly something of like the beginning of the end, then, well, you just got to accept it for what it is. Which honestly, either way, my rating still might change higher. But for right now, yeah, I'd give it like a 4 or 5. I'd have to see towards the end. I'm going to keep up with it to see if it changes. Weekend at Bernie's 2, I won't. Sucks too bad.
Well, that doesn't change anything.
I know it doesn't. Weekend at Bernie's 2 is still a shit movie. One Punch Man, the 3rd season, has a chance to get better. Weekend at Bernie's 2 does not.
But you're just ignoring the point.
I'll dance around it any way I can. I'm going to be right at the end of this conversation, no matter what.
This is incredibly straightforward. My gotcha on you landed, and now you're just like, no, it didn't.
Yeah? What are you going to do about it?
Nothing, I guess. I kept it in here. I had to restate it for the audience to make sure that they know that you're not slipping it past me. No fast ones for good old Brett guys.
If I could give a slow one, I might have been slower to give a rating to One Punch Man Season 3 because it's still in the middle of being made. Weekend at Bernie's 2 has been made.
You were slower with it. You gave a whole preamble.
And you're giving me the gotcha of like, oh, you gave the whole preamble. But Weekend at Bernie's 2, you were willing to give it just a rating from the trailer.
You haven't seen the trailer.
Oh, that's right. I haven't yet. I forgot. I thought I had watched it. Well, when I do, I'll make sure to give it a good rating.
Look.
You get me turned around. You're twisting me up with all your words.
All I know is that this is the
college
episode.
Man words.
This is the episode where Jones got owned. That's going in the title.
Coffee boy.
Straight in the title.
Damn it, because you edit it, you can put it up. Well, I can edit it back. I have access to the same shit, so good luck.
And start a war.
Fucking good luck sipping your coffee.
It's like a thing with YouTube where you can like update the thumbnail for something, and it will make it so that the video gets pushed again. It presents as something new to people, right?
Yeah, it gives a new notification.
I didn't know about that, but we'll just be doing that with the title like every 2 hours. It'll be our biggest episode ever.
Yeah,
Just a
it's
war.
wild what our biggest episode ever was. I was looking back at our analytics on our YouTube channel, and I think it was like an episode that we talked about. One of the Breaking Bad ones that we had in the title of it was our most watched, and it was just like, I don't know. It kind of made me confused. I can't put a finger on what exactly our algorithms are trending with. What people like.
Well, the thing is you just gotta be consistent and then hope that, you end up getting the attention. And you just need to be consistent so that, people know what they're signing up for. It's still very
PBR
funny.
and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was our most viewed one. PBR and Spider-Man. That's what the people like.
Well, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
I don't remember PBR and Spider-Man. I assume we were talking about Spider-Man 1, but why PBR? I don't even remember.
PBR, we were
PBR.
talking about the whole lawsuit with John Cena.
Oh, that's right. That's right. John Cena's fucking PBR shirt. I forgot about that. John Cena's retired now. I don't know if you know. He's done.
He's an actor now.
Yeah, but there was a whole thing of like, I can rant forever about this. John Cena said like a year ago to the date of like, yeah, this is going to be my last year, and I'm going to try to make it the best last year possible.
And then he turns heel. And then...
Well, that was the whole thing. There was this big storyline of The Rock coming back, right? Good old big Rocky J coming back, and he makes John Cena turn heel. And then that's a whole big story. And then The Rock has just never been seen again since that. And then John Cena turned back to a good guy. And then he won a title. And then he retired. And then he wouldn't even win a title off like somebody there was no storylines with it. It was so confusing and just kind of a fart. Where it's like, what was the point of this, man?
It's just to leave no questions about it, right?
It left a lot of questions. And what the fuck was even the point? He got like another title for his shelf. So like he's got the cool stats or whatever. But I mean, there was no one put over like in the business. Normally, if you're gonna go out, sometimes you'll put over a lesser known star, like let them get a win or let them put on a good match against you and still take a loss. So like they kind of get to strut their stuff. Or you do a storyline with somebody who's on the rise to give them more legitimacy. Like you do something on your way out. And it seemed like he was on the middle of doing something and then just stopped and then did nothing. And it's just really weird. I don't understand.
Yeah, I guess I don't have an explanation.
If he's going to be an actor now, I guess we'll look out to see what his acting chops are going to be like. And he's free from his WWE contract. He's probably going to have a lot more time on his hands.
I mean, we've seen his acting chops already.
Yeah, but it's only how much he can dedicate to it. Because even as much as it's like, oh yeah, you can show up on set and or wrestling is like the same as acting sort of deal. So you can show up on set the same way you show up to a ring. Like being the same as like, all right, I have to be sure to get my workouts in every single day. Be sure to eat this amount of things so my body's in the right amount of shape to be able to perform at a wrestling event on Saturday. Like that's a lot of things weighing on your mind and a lot of like taking a part of your life. I don't know how much you can even devote to be a serious actor while you're being a wrestler. Who knows? Maybe he's got a whole nother set of acting chops we ain't even ever seen.
I mean, I don't even know if he's going to try to become a serious actor. He's been doing comedies and fun things. Ricky Stenicki, Peacemaker, even Trainwreck back in the day.
Hey, man, I'll tell you, some of the best dramatic actors are the ones that come from fucking comedy. I mean, Ozark, Jason, what's his name? Jason Sudeikis is no, isn't that Jason Bateman? Jason Bateman. Before he was in Ozark, you look at all his roles. It was like fucking Juno, I guess, was the most like serious one, but even then that was kind of
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development, Dodgeball as Pepper, the fucking announcer. Like, it's all comedy roles. And then he steps into Ozark, and it's like, oh, shit. That's some of the best shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
some of these comedy guys.
I don't have doubts
step up.
that he can be like a serious actor. It's whether or not he wants to do that stuff.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he does. His whole thing was that he's been very vocal about like, as soon as my body wasn't able to keep in step to be the wrestler that I want to be, then I'm gonna step off. I don't want to be that guy like a lot of wrestlers are, like 65 wrestling their last match, and they're the shell of their former selves. He didn't want to be that guy, so I guess maybe he still wants to perform more because he never really said, like, I'm leaving forever and going away. He still wants to do stuff. Who knows? Who knows what his career's got him? I have high hopes for him. I have a high opinion of him.
Yeah, best of luck, John Cena.
Hopefully he'll do some more Make-A-Wish stuff. Maybe he'll do more of that with his time off.
Yeah, I mean, just more of it. I mean, he's already, like, one of the most...
The most.
Attending, yeah.
That's the craziest thing. As much as whatever people want to say about him, I give him a little bit of flack for, like, the whole Chinese speaking thing when he was in the Fast and Furious movies. He had to apologize for acknowledging Taiwan as a country, but he's just like the ultimate, pun not intended, peacemaker of just like, I'm going to be everybody's friend, no matter what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Love him or hate him, you're going to love him.
It's crazy how he even has a like film career at all, considering that he's invisible and you can't see him.
Yeah, right. Out of camera, they have to invent special cameras just when they film with him.
Yeah, it's like the fucking jokes about Shaggy being like ultra powerful, and shit like that.
Which I think, no joke, probably played a huge part in in the little bit of resurgence Matthew Lillard's gotten in his career. Because like ever since the whatever percentage of Shaggy power like became a meme and Matthew Lillard started leaning into it, he became like way more popular. You've seen a lot more pictures of him at cons. He got the fucking role in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which is now getting a sequel. I didn't even know. He's getting like a little career resurgence. Shout out to Matthew Lillard. He deserves it.
Well, he also didn't get the role in like a new, like after those memes are all coming out, he didn't get a role as Shaggy in like some.
Really? New... Well, he's kind of old, so I guess that makes sense. I mean,
it was like an animated thing.
Yeah. Damn.
But sometimes it happens. I would agree with the idea that him leaning into those jokes. It kind of just reminds everyone, like, hey, I'm still around. I haven't been in front of your eyes in a minute, but...
Yeah, and all the fan interactions I read about him are so positive and so good of just like, he was such a great guy to be around. It's like, how can you... Nothing bad to say about him. We want more. Gotta love Matthew Lillard.
Cool guy.
Cool guy. Speaking of cool guys, these two cool guys are about ready to send it off for this episode of Cold Hard Trash CRT episode 79. Thanks for listening in with us. Hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to drop us a 5-star review, a comment on whatever you liked, whatever you hated too. If you didn't have a good time, let us know about that too so we can improve a little bit. We're always interested in feedback from whoever's listening. Until the next time we see everybody, hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Peace, peace.